play it safe. One of the first rules for running a marathon is not to do it in new shoes. The logic of nothing new in sporting events extends to food, clothes, routines, and so on. If you haven't tried something in the past, now is not the time to experiment with a new memorization technique, pharmaceuticals, or work routines. Go with what has worked best in the past, no matter how much someone might try to convince you of a newer, better, or faster way. And this includes how much of the following advice you might want to take. Ready yourself well in advance. There is an old adage that states, "Well begun is half done." Even before you spend the night before an exam getting ready, you should also spend the days before the night before getting ready. The night before an exam is not the time to hunt up that book from the library your instructor insisted you look over. Everything you need to prepare for the exam should be available for your use the night before so you can make the best use of your time. Sleep is your friend. Many people think that the best use of their study time is to sacrifice sleep so that they can study more. But study after study shows that getting sufficient rest is vital to the way we consolidate new information. We recommend this: come home and take a little nap before you start to study. Then start fresh, but go to bed early. Then start studying again first thing when you wake up until it is time to take the exam. This will give you 2 opportunities to come at the material revitalized. If you skimp on sleep, you will never really feel fresh and will most likely just feel irritable, distracted, and burned out. Eat right. You want to eat healthy, with a nice mix of good carbs, proteins, and fats. It would probably be best to avoid a massive carb that is just going to make you sleep with a sugar crash, especially the morning of the exam. Probably best to avoid taking on too much caffeine as well. Drink plenty of water for optimal brain function. You want to get the most out of your food and drink, but not abuse it to the point of diminishing returns. The examiner. One of the most effective ways to prepare for an exam is by actually engineering an exam for yourself. Go through all of your materials and look for possible questions. Imagine that you are the cruelest and most sadistic examiner to have lived. Then take that test. It will certainly give you an idea of where your strengths and weaknesses lie. The chances are very high that you are not the only one preparing for the same exam the night before. Find someone or a group of someones that you trust to stay on task and want to do well and study with them. It is best to arrange this ahead of time, but this can be a highly effective way of preparing for an exam. It makes the best sense, however, to keep the number small and to work with people who might be slightly higher performing than you are in class.